Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I sat down to film a makeup look. So I'm starting off with my Dior primer, and everything that I don't say the name properly, it will one be annotated on the screen, and there will be links down below and what I'm putting on my face. So you're gonna get them in both places. Now I'm going in with the, what is this, the Milk Primer, and I really like this primer. The first time I used it, I was really shook, to be honest, because it just, the color payoff that I got after using it was really good and nothing creased. So that is a win for me. And I'm using this eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It's a single eyeshadow. I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. But like I said, it will be annotated in the description box and on the screen. I'll put it in both places. And I was actually shocked that it worked for me as a transition color, because in the pan it looked really pale and ashy, but I like it. I didn't mind it at all. And I'm doing a voiceover, y'all, because when I tried to film this, every time I've tried to film this video, it's been like ridiculously loud outside. So even throughout this voiceover, you might still hear some noise. But this was the best time, and this was the best way I could do this before my week gets even busier. So yes. So I'm using this gold shade from a Pat McGrath palette. It is the Divine Rose Divine, yeah, Divine Rose 2 in the limited edition packaging. I have a review of this palette actually, so it will be annotated in the card. And I only used two colors from the palette, and then now I'm just going back in with nothing on my brush, just blending everything together because I don't want it to be like a harsh line. So I'm making sure to blend everything together. And listen, when it comes to any makeup look, blending will always be the way to go. And I'm using, what is this Valentino eyeliner. It was my first time using it, and I have to say I was pretty surprised. It was amazing. It was so good. It was so good. And now this is what it looks like. I didn't know my wing was gonna give me all that, but I'm just doing one eye. As you can hear the truck outside, I'm just doing one eye on camera to speed this up. By the way, this Ilia mascara is my favorite for right now. Love it. Love it. And as you can see, my eyes look lifted on that side. Both of them look not the same, but we move on. We move on. And just a little warmth to the eye in my, like right underneath my brow bone. I'm just adding like the same color of my sweater is what I'm adding on my eyes. It just happened to be the color. I just picked it up. I was like, oh, I would like to add this in there. I just wanted to add a little warmth, in there, and I really like it. And now I'm going in with my Ulla Henriksen, what is this? Eye cream. Oh, no, I'm lying. That's just kidding. That was a lie. This is a Tom Ford Illuminator. I thought I was dipping my fingers into eye cream, but yeah, I love this because you see, once I'm done patting it, this is just beautiful. Like when I mix this with my moisturizer, I look like God kissed my skin, okay? Because look like a sweet baby angel. And I'm gonna go back and add a little more highlighter to my nose. So even after I'm done with all of, but you can see that, look at the glow, look at the glow. Come on. Yes. For me, Tom Ford never misses. You know, he's like one of my favorite, period. Designer and then makeup. Just all around. Love Tom Ford. But the rest of that highlight, I'm just putting it on my nose. And you see that as I go through putting on my makeup, the highlight still permeates through it. So what am I using here? This I am using the Givenchy Prisme Lib all over. It's like the skin care glow. That's what it's called. But I really like this foundation. It's very lightweight. When I put it on, it doesn't feel like I have anything on. So I really, really like it. And even though I ran my brush over my nose, you can still see that it's highlighted from the Tom Ford illuminator. So it's really, 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 really nice. And just buffing and putting it everywhere. I tried to use my Dior Air Flash, okay? And it played me. So I cut that part out because I had to grab this last minute. But I love that foundation. That's what I wanted to use, but it played me and I don't appreciate that. But yeah, I'm just still blending everywhere. I haven't added anything over the illuminator yet because I'm going to use concealer under my eye. Then I'll marry it together with my foundation brush. And I'm just going to keep apologizing if you guys hear the truck. All the trucks. It's Monday. It's super busy outside. Everybody's doing their deliveries. Anyway, as you can see, my glow is still peeking through. This is why I I love double highlighting. Like I'll use a cream or liquid illuminator underneath my foundation. And then once I'm done with all the powder stuff, I'll go in with a powder highlighter. So it just gives like a glow from within, but still looks intense, but not crazy, you know? So here I'm going with One Size Beauty concealer. I like this concealer. I have 2 shades in it and I really, really like it. So I'm using the sponge. So, let me tell y'all something about sponges. So I like the sponge and I think I only like it for like my face, not under my eye. This is why to me, I don't care what nobody say, the Beauty Blender will reign supreme, okay? I love the Beauty Blender because it's the perfect amount of softness. Like this sponge to me is too soft. It's not doing what I need it to do. Like I like it for my face because like it's once you wet it, it's good for the face. But under my eye, it's just too soft. So I don't know. I've tried so many brands. The second one that I love after Beauty Blender is the Real Techniques one. That also is amazing. But this is just too soft. It's too soft. I never thought I'd say that about a sponge because usually they're not good and they're hard. But I'm just, blending out my concealer everywhere I placed it. Just making sure there are no harsh lines. And then I am going in with, what powder is this? This is also a Givenchy powder. This is also Prisme Libre. You gotta do the French way. I'm sure I butchered it a little bit, but I like this powder a lot. I think this is like my second time using this. And it's just been sitting there. I've had this for a while. It's just been sitting there. And then I remembered I wanted to use this all over my face because it's the one that has all the four colors in it. Not just like the standard one. And I remembered I wanted to use a different powder under my eye and I wanted to use this all over my face, but here we are. We move on. So same powder, I'm using it now to set my whole entire face. The powder is amazing. It's beautiful. What it is? I remember what it is. I'm trying to finish one powder and move on to another because I noticed once I have like 3 or 4 powders open, I will use them all simultaneously or at different times. And it's just like none of my powder finish. So I'm trying to finish the one I have now and then just use the next one. Okay, I'm trying to be better. So I'm just going to contour my face. This time, what am I using here? I think I'm using the Fenty powder. It's a foundation, and it's a shade that's like too dark for me, and I bought it purposely for that. So I really like it, and as you can see straight on, when my face is straight on, you can see where the shadow is more prominent than on the other side. Like whenever I look straight on, you can pause this if you want to. You can see the effects of contouring your face. Now, you see the difference. You can see the shadow. Oh, anyway, so this is how I like to contour for my face because I have a round face. But I'm just doing the same thing on the other side, making sure I'm taking my time and I'm not disturbing my makeup underneath. And what brush is this? I'm using a Charlotte Tilbury brush. And honestly, when I was editing this, I was like, oh, the nail polish matches the brushes or the brush end barrel, the brush barrel. That's what it's called. But yeah, I'm just perfecting and blending my contour so it doesn't look crazy. Um, and also, you know, this sweater, I purposely wore this for this video because one, it's a complementary color to it. It just goes, it flows, it's in the same color harmony as my background. But two, this is the sweater I will be wearing on Thanksgiving. So I wanted to give the whole look, okay? The whole vibe. And we got a little dance party going on. Okay. So now I am going in. What am I using? A Pat McGrath highlighter, and this is the trio, the Sublime Skin trio. I'm using the center color and then the gold color. So I'm just mixing both of them, and you see, like, it still looks nice and glowy. It doesn't look chunky or anything like that. I really love it so much. And plus, look at my nose. Remember what I said earlier from the Tom Ford highlight? It's still permeating, okay? It still looks really, really good. And my cheek, did I have to add highlight? Probably not. But I'm extra, I'm extra. And then I'm just adding more intensity to my nose for the highlight. I didn't dip my brush in anything else. It was just a leftover from what I used on my cheek, and still just making sure I'm blending it out seamlessly. I just never want harsh lines on my face. Like, I want everything to marry into each other. So when I add my blush, it's marrying into my contour and my highlighter seamlessly. And speaking of blush, I'm using this And Other Stories blush. I feel like I use this specific color the most when it's fall. I use it so much in the fall. Oh my god, y'all. When I first got it, I used it like every day. So I use this and a Fashion Fair blush. The Fashion Fair blush is what I used in my crease earlier, like underneath my brow bone. And I mixed both of them to get the color on my cheek. I'm a blush girl, so I use a lot of blush. A lot. So that's what I'm going in with now, just topping it with the And Other Stories blush. And it's like a plum with like a nice warm, like a sienna color, I think. You know what's crazy? The blush is the same color, like the exact same color as my sweater that I have on. So it should give you like a, what do you call it? A visual. Chocolate chip, and I don't think you can find that color anymore. This was before Fashion Fair did their rebranding. So if I can find it for you, I'll link it. If not, I apologize, and I'll find a comparable dupe for you. And going back in with that Valentino eyeliner, I'm just smudging. It's the same one, and on the other end, it has the pencil. So it was a pleasant surprise. I really like it, and now whew, it was really good. It didn't give me any problems. So I've smudged the eyeliner on both eyes, and now the same blush from Fashion Fair is what I'm using to smudge, or to add a little just dimension, so to speak, under that black that I smudged. And I just want the color to, you know, to tie together. And then the same highlight I used on my cheek from the Pat McGrath trio, the middle color. If you ever see the trio, the middle color is what I'm using in my inner corner. And it's just, I love to balance stuff. I love to use products in multiple ways on my skin or my face. So that's basically what's going on here. Just blending everything into each other. Oh my god, in this moment, I'm just realizing I have Pat McGrath shadows on my eyes, and the cheek highlighter is also what I'm using to marry the eyeshadow together. In this moment, I'm realizing that. Anywho, that's probably why it was just blending so well and didn't give me no problem. Yeah, I'm just making sure everything looks good. Like my eyeliner is not symmetrical. It's the same length, but one is more curved than the other. But I'm just gonna leave it alone. And now I'm using a, what is this? A Charlotte Tilbury liner. I think this is Pillow Talk Dark. And I did a poll on Instagram to blind choose the lipstick I was going to use, and majority of the people chose Fashion Fair. And this is in the shade Ganache. It was my first time using it. I've had this lipstick since it came out. I just hadn't like had the perfect time to use it, and this was the perfect time. And the people spoke. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And this is my finished look. It's like a nice glam, you know? It's a nice glam. You could stop there. That's why I showed it like that. And then if you want to take it up a notch, you add lashes. This is velour lashes. And Would I Lie, I think? Yes, in Would I Lie. And it's just, it brings the look together for me, y'all. It does. It really, really does. And it looks good. There's a harmony going on with my sweater and my makeup. I love that. Using the same Ilia mascara I used on my top lashes earlier, and it looks divine. I love that mascara. If you don't have it, pick it up. It's so good. This is the end. This is the finished look. I hope you enjoy it. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Bye.